constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got him. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So South Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Rush is on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Georgia on 4th down. Off the RPO. Throw to the right, looking for the first. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Off the RPO, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fight. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to...
There he goes! Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quarterback may change this route. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow the...
Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. They go to the ground, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a
strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top, looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, out of space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Strong, firm tackle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. There he goes. Open it up. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Touchdown, Georgia! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
South Carolina, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds us back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's open. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Swings it out to his running back. Plows through the defense. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cooks. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off the play fake. He's got it on the move. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
South Carolina, 7.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. Special teams proving to be special.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
South Carolina, 7.
Bringing it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to jump it.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. There he goes! Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hope. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Finds his target down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, they're after him. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it.
Going over the top. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
South Carolina.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a...
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Look out, he's got room.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Bush. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding.
Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Quick release on the RPO. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and listen. Move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back.
Turning it on. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Pulls and fires complete. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll try the run. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play-action fake. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bobo. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Wants to throw again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets it out fast. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. First down for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. On target. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Got his man on the right. Running to Green. Touchdown, Georgia! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. The give out of the gun. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like that.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just can, and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in.
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Find some fresh air. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He'll try the left side. Gets it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They get to him as he throws. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out quickly. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Got his man on the outside. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. That's reeled in. It's Bush. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. And wings it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bobar. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time.